You know what's scarier than ghosts? A comedy film made with love, laughter, and massive hype suddenly being buried alive. No official court order, no press conference, no warning, just gone. This isn't the plot of a supernatural thriller. It's what actually happened to Diljit Dosanjh's latest film, Sardaar Ji. 3, the long-awaited sequel to a beloved franchise, completely stripped from Indian theaters just days before release. Why? Because one woman, Hania Aamir, a Pakistani actress, appeared in the film. This is not just a story of a banned movie. This is a story about fear, politics, betrayal, and how art gets destroyed by invisible lines drawn on maps. Let's start with the cast, because that's where this storm really began. Diljit Dosanjh, the face of the Sardaar Ji franchise, was back. Known for blending action, comedy, and charisma like no one else, his return as the lovable, ghost-fighting cop had fans buzzing across India and the diaspora. Joining him once again was the queen of Punjabi cinema, Neeru Bajwa, whose charm, wit, and fan following made her return a massive pull for audiences. Also in the cast, Jasmine Bajwa, bringing fresh energy and youth appeal. But the biggest new face was Hania Aamir, a rising star from Pakistan, known for her expressive acting and natural screen presence. She wasn't just cast as a side role, she was Diljit's co-lead. And from the moment the trailer dropped, the internet went into meltdown. The chemistry? Unmatched. The excitement? Off the charts. But within 48 hours, the trailer disappeared. And so did the film. 2 days after the trailer's release, a terrorist attack struck Pahalgam, killing civilians and heightening India-Pakistan tensions once again. In the emotional aftermath, the atmosphere online shifted violently. Suddenly, people weren't talking about comedy or ghosts anymore. They were asking, why is a Pakistani actress starring in an Indian film during these times? Why would Diljit support this? The backlash was swift and intense. Right-wing influencers, media anchors, and social media mobs began targeting the film. Hashtags like #BoycottDiljit and #BanSardarji 3 trended. Soon after, the Federation of Western India Cine Employees, FWICE, one of Bollywood's biggest unions, issued a public statement condemning the film's release. They accused the producers of violating an unspoken industry rule: no collaboration with Pakistani artists. And that was it. The film was never officially banned, but Indian distributors dropped it. Cinema chains refused to screen it. Posters were pulled from theaters. Release dates vanished from websites. It was a quiet erasure. No explanation, just silence. What made the whole situation even more absurd? Sardaar Ji 3 was not a political film. There were no mentions of Pakistan, no flags, no speeches, no controversial dialogues. It was a fantasy comedy about ghosts, haunted castles, and folklore shot months before the Pahalgam attack even occurred. At the time of filming, there were no travel bans, no political bans, and no government order against casting foreign artists. But once the attack happened, Hania Aamir's nationality became a crime in itself. And Diljit Dosanjh? Branded a traitor by some, a confused nationalist by others. All because his movie chose art over fear. Diljit Dosanjh, the man at the center of it all. Diljit broke his silence after weeks of attacks. In an interview, he said, "The film was shot before any of these tragic events. I understand the emotions, but the art wasn't made to offend anyone." But his upcoming projects are now in jeopardy. His military-themed film Border 2, which was to be shot at NDA Pune, is now under review. Nationalist groups have demanded he be dropped. There are rumors that even some OTT platforms are hesitating to work with him right now. For the first time in his career, Diljit is not just fighting ghosts, but fighting to protect his right to perform. Hania Aamir. Hania hasn't spoken a word since the storm broke. She returned to Pakistan, where Sardaar Ji 3 was released to packed theaters and record-breaking box office numbers. She posted a single story on Instagram showing audiences cheering for the film, captioned, "Sometimes ghosts find better homes on the other side." Critics in Pakistan praised her performance, calling it effortless, charming, and award-worthy. But in India, she's now blacklisted. Her future here, uncertain, likely gone not because of her work, but her birthplace. Neeru Bajwa and Jasmine Bajwa, caught in the crossfire. Neeru and Jasmine both gave interviews expressing disappointment and heartbreak over the situation. Years of work, promotions, rehearsals gone in a flash. They were collateral damage in a war they never signed up for. A darker trend. Is this the new normal? The Sardaar Ji 3 case is not isolated. It's part of a growing pattern where films are silently crushed not by law but by noise. We now live in a world where one wrong name in the cast can sink an entire production. One border can turn a comedy into a controversy. One tweet can destroy years of work. This isn't about patriotism. This is about fear. Fear that kills creativity. So here's where we stand. A film meant to make people laugh is now a ghost itself. Banned without a ban. Attacked without defense. Forgotten without closure. And the people behind it? Left in the shadows. Was it wrong to cast Hania Aamir? Was Diljit's film really anti-national? Or did Sardaar Ji 3 just become a victim of a larger fight it never wanted to be part of? You decide. Let us know in the comments. Should artists pay the price for politics they didn't create? And if you believe films should be free, follow or subscribe the channel, because in part 2, we'll reveal the secret phone calls, the political lobbying, and the silent machinery that pulled this film off Indian screens. This story isn't over. It's just getting darker.